history is written by the victors. Let's get to work.
Hey, welcome back lads. So we have heard a lot of good stuff about Modern Warfare 2 so far, and a big part of that is how much content there is going to be. It sounds like this game will have the most content that we have ever seen at the launch of a Call of Duty game, and that is true for multiplayer, but also just across the entire thing. And you might be able to hear in my voice that allergies are kicking my ass, so my voice is a little bit messed up, but there is going to be about 5 different experiences across Modern Warfare 2, from the campaign to multiplayer, the new DMZ mode, and then Warzone 2, which, you know, you could say is an entirely separate game, and who could ever forget Spec Ops? Alright, no one really cares about that, but it does make up to 5 modes or experiences, which is something that we've never seen before, and that is good. No, it's great. So we have heard recently that there will be a total of 16 regular multiplayer maps in Modern Warfare 2, which is a huge upgrade compared to the previous Modern Warfare game, which had, what, 10 maps? On top of that, there could also be a load more large-scale ground war maps, maybe up to 4, and I say that because YouTubers who got to play the multiplayer early have played the beta content, which is the 3 regular maps, Grand Prix, Farm 18 and Museum, and then 2 ground war maps being Sarif Bay and a city known as Said. So having 2 ground war maps early in the beta is a lot more than, in comparison, Modern Warfare 2019 added ground war Cast River Quarry in the second weekend of the beta, and then the game launched with Quarry and District, and then they added Krovnik Farmland about 2 weeks after the game released. So having just 1 map, ground war map in the beta, then but having 2 now, shows that there'll be more than 2 in the game at launch, maybe up to 4. So it could kind of mimic what they did with Vanguard, where they're like, oh, it has 20 maps at launch, 16 regular maps, then they had the 4, what was it called, like the gunfight maps, but this time it'll be 4 ground war maps, which is a lot bigger, a lot more content. To back that up even more, we've had about 4 or 5 ground war map images leaked, which include the map Hydro, which takes place on a like desert riverbank, oil fields, which is an oil facility very similar to Collateral from Cold War. And yeah, so despite Modern Warfare 2 having all of these different modes across the game, it does not look like multiplayer is going to suffer from that, or that the content is spread thin between each mode. Don't forget as well that the gunsmith has been made even more in-depth and complicated, so weapon customization is more detailed than ever before. I forgot what it was, but they have like announced how many attachments there are. There might be like hundreds of attachments or whatever. And there's also the family tree system, where there are multiple variants of each weapon, and like weapons can be created from a single platform. So for example, a load of different AK variants exist in the game as separate weapons. So yeah, there's a lot going on. It's amazing because one of the biggest issues, probably the biggest issue or problem for Call of Duty over the last couple of years, has been the rushed, unfinished games that lack content. You know, these games are releasing with not even 10 maps, but Modern Warfare 2 is different. It's the complete opposite. It's the most complete and content-packed COD perhaps ever. I think previously it would be Modern Warfare 3 that had the most content, so yeah, just beat that. You know, had like 30 weapons, 16 maps, and it had like kill streaks split into 3 different tiers, so there's like basically over, I don't know, 30 streaks. Anyways, my voice is out of juice, so we're gonna leave it there. Stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
We're always looking to evolve. We have a brand new occlusion engine, a brand new reverb engine.
Where are the controls?
We also have improved 3D directionality, which is really helpful if you're trying to, hunt people by footsteps and get the surprise on them as they come around a corner. Modern Warfare 2, to put it simply, is bigger, badder, and more dynamic than it's ever been.
Execute!